statement and build that resume. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards, all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. There it
breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Clemson is quick to the line. From the red zone, it's Preston. Able to get one down to the 15.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass, it's Bailey. That's caught, it's Gibbs. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Motion from the back. To the air. It's Denson. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Gibbs. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it at the 25. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Touchdown, NC State! Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 30-line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Gets it to him on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Preston. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they're going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls it in. It's Jones. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 11 over Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Denson. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take up.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before. Football, and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibbs. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. 1st snap in the red zone on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Rides the back and leaves it. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Go straight ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
To the air, it's Bailey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Preston. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a thrower.
On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And tackled there by the defense. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. He's inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going.
Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try the run. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds his man. It's Rooks. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the 1st down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
With the catch, it's Jacobs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Wants to keep it in the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Caught behind the line. It's Overton. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And his throw is incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Under fire. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Lost to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his man down the middle. Got enough space. Touch! He'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Overton. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making checks. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. From the gun. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Got a man. It's Brown. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Wilson. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on second down. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Big 3rd down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack and